What is up, you guys? Have I got something cool to show you today and share with you? I've been keeping it a secret for a little while, but the landfill recently acquired the neighboring property. I didn't want to tell you guys until we got the deal finalized, but today I'm going to show you a little bit of it, and we've got a really cool demo of an amazing piece of equipment. So my friends with RC Mowers have brought us a remote control slope mower today. We're going to cut some of the landfill by remote, then we're going to head over to the hayfield that we now own, thankfully, and do a little cutting over there. You're not going to want to miss this video. Stick around.
To get it started up, you got a kill switch on your remote.
Yep.
Got your little green engine start.
That is cool. Dude, that's awesome.
Brian, you know what this mower is? It's incredible.
Incredible. So if you guys remember my buddy Kyle, you've probably seen him on Let's.DiGG's channel a few times too. Kyle was down over a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago when y'all working in this cell.
Yeah, it's been going fast.
It's been going fast.
Crazy. But anyhow, we're about to fire this beast up, get her on the slope, and see what she can do.
Let's do it.
Ready when you are, sir? So everything is by this remote right here.
Yeah, so the only thing that's not on this remote is your actual deck height.
Okay.
You got, just like on a regular mower. Yep. You got a pin, pull it, drop it, raise it wherever you want it at.
Gotcha.
We're gonna keep it up with this.
Yeah, because a little bit of trash sticking out of the slope. So we're going to keep the deck raised way up high. And this thing is capable of doing what slope?
50-degree incline.
50 degrees.
Yes, sir. And
wow.
it'll tell you everything on this remote here.
Okay.
You got your, so go to the remote here, you got your tilt.
Yep.
Which will give you your degree, your battery life on your remote itself.
Okay.
Kill switch, engine start, your enable button. So as the light bar is solid,
yep.
it's at idle. Okay. And the parking brake's engaged.
Gotcha.
When you press that, it'll take it up to working speed. Yep. And take the parking brake off, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Fantastic. So it's a gasoline engine, or at least it sounds like.
Yes, sir. It's a 40 horsepower Vanguard Briggs & Stratton.
Briggs & Stratton. Tough.
It's overpowered, but it's better to have it than not have it.
I like it. Let's cut some stuff.
Let's do it.
Aaron, did you bring the lawn chairs in the cooler?
Oh, I forgot that.
This is my kind of cutting right here.
Cool right here.
So some huge benefits to this machine right here, as you can imagine. This slope is a 3-to-1, so it's pretty steep. But for us to put guys out there with weed trimmers, it's just, one, you got to find folks that want to get out there and do it, which is hard to do. Two, you've got workers' comp stuff to deal with. You got twisted ankles, you got heat exertion. The list just goes on and on. So with this little jewel right here, you can keep your employees safe. They got a remote control, and she just goes to does all the work for you. The huge benefit for us right here at the landfill, obviously, as we said, this is a steep slope, but there's also all kind of creepy crawly stuff in this grass. We were over here walking just a minute ago, and the amount of wasps and bees in this material over here, I wouldn't go in there. But this little dude right here don't care. Dude, that's amazing.
Oh, it'll go. You can cut forward and reverse with this machine. It's got the whole front deck is a cutout.
Yeah.
As well as a 15-inch cutout on the rear.
Oh, beautiful. So when you back it up, you're cutting too.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
You have to go and turn around.
That is so amazing.
If you notice, we got the deck all the way up just because we don't know what's underneath.
Right,
This hasn't been cut before, but once you've cut it a time or two, you know that it's safe. You can go ahead and drop that deck down,
get a
much finer cut.
Gotcha. Holy cow. Y'all, this little thing is amazing, and the speed at which it cuts the slopes too is absolutely incredible. The other thing with landfills too, we can't have any trees with tap roots by law, because what will happen with the tap roots, it'll allow water to go into the trash, which we don't want. So we're actually out of compliance a little bit by having some of these tap rooted trees out here. So this will not only make cutting easier, but but get us back into compliance. Let her rip, buddy. Uh-oh, wild man's on the control now.
Enable. Get the blades here. Yeah. Put them on. Take off with your toggle switch. Now we're running.
You drive it with just...
I thought it would have two.
Yeah.
Independent, but it's a single stick.
Oh, okay.
Super simple.
It's so simple and easy to operate. It takes about 10 minutes to get good. It takes no more than an hour to become an expert.
Is that right?
There's really nothing to it.
Well, it might take this guy a little bit longer. You said a regular person.
Yeah, regular person.
Yeah. And it may not look it, but this is a pretty steep bank over here.
They said it'll cut little trees, like 3 inches in diameter.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go find one.
Okay. We're gonna wind up having to buy this thing because Aaron's I think he's already fell in love with it. So these little RC mowers, where are they made around here, local or what?
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And that's everything on the mower. That's your hardware, software, everything but the engine.
Gotcha.
And like the the add-ons like the lights and stuff. But
okay.
Like, you got a 72-hour guaranteed shipping on your parts.
Nice.
So man, they take really good care.
Because service is a big part of any machine, you know.
Yes, sir.
Stuff's gonna break, and you got to get back up and running quick. So everything made in USA.
Yes, sir.
You're not waiting 2 weeks on parts to be shipped from overseas. It's
beautiful.
all America, baby. American made.
Yeah, I like it. Love it. All right. What about the blades on her?
So we have we offer 2 different styles of blades. We have a lift blade, which is like on your lawnmower for your soft mushy grass to get it out the cut. And then for stuff like this, we have a straight blade, which is a straight flat blade. Okay. Great for this woody stuff. But you can do a little bit with the lift blade as well, which we're fixing to show y'all right
Oh yeah. You gotta watch Aaron. He's gonna take it to the hardest spot.
We're not worried about it. It's not a good demo if you're not doing it in the toughest spot.
There you go. I agree. Well, Aaron's the man for the job.
It's built for it. That's the whole purpose of these things. You don't want a mower that's limited. Oh, we can only do these kind of applications.
Right.
To be able to be a full RC up to 1,000 feet away from the unit.
Oh, cool.
And be able to cut slopes like this.
Yeah. So you could literally sit on the bank over there
and
Absolutely.
Run it. Yes, sir.
Holy crap, that's amazing. She don't even care. Yeah, I would not want to be over here by hand, either weed eating and we can't bush hog it. Look at that. That's amazing. Jeez. But yeah, all we have is a bush hog, and a bush hog on the back of a tractor certainly ain't gonna handle this slope. This is fantastic, y'all. I think we need it.
You'll notice those blades are cutting that stuff up so fine that it's not slinging all over the place. You can really use that to your advantage and utilize this machine on the sides of highways without being at risk.
Yeah, because it's really not throwing that much material out the front. The chains are helping to keep it down too, but yeah, it's not that bad. And all that stuff will be just like a natural mulch where other seeds can fall, germinate, and help us get better coverage. Because in an ideal situation, we're supposed to have 85% cover vegetative on the landfill. And so this will help us achieve that. That is really something else, man. Aaron's having the time of his life. That is steep right there. So we got diversion berms out here too. And Aaron's riding up on that. He's on a definite 2-to-1 slope right now. Wow. No more pine tree.
I told you it was cool.
It's awesome. Of course, Aaron's gonna push it to its limits. He's climbing up the diversion berm. He's on a steep slope. And the thing just don't care.
Having guys out here with weed eaters and all that.
Yeah. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, the twisted ankles, the bees, the creepy crawlies out here. I mean, it's 90-something degrees today too. I wouldn't want to be on this hill with a weed eater.
Not a chance.
And you can't get our bush hog on it, so this is amazing. That is impressive. Look at that.
Now what he just cut in about 10-15 minutes would take a crew of 8 guys on weed eaters at least 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, absolutely. The time savings is just phenomenal with this machine.
It's a no-brainer in terms of safety as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you got only the machine at risk, and I mean with the slopes it can handle, it's like no risk.
And you also got a built-in winch on the machine, so you can really push it.
No way, really?
You don't have to be scared. There's a winch that rides on the back. It can mount on the front or the back. If you drop it over a ledge or something, you can winch that sucker out in no time.
Winch it right out.
Yes, sir.
Now we got the other brother playing with it. And I'm positive by the time you do the math of how many men it would take to cut this versus this machine, with the quickness you can move from job to job, the cost savings are definitely there. With those rubber tracks on it, man, this thing will go just about anywhere. Wow! And the state department again is going to love us because we're getting rid of all these tap-rooted trees. The only way that we would have to do this right now is with a chainsaw and a guy up here on the hill to get rid of these pines. That is cool, man. Look at the caliper on some of these pines. Unreal.
You get about 8 hours of cut time. It's got 2 6-gallon tanks on it, so you can run them both at the same time, or you can switch them.
Okay.
You get about 8 hours of cut time with a full tank of gas on it.
So that's a whole day.
Whole day of work.
Yeah. Well, it ain't really work. It's fun.
That's it. It makes it too easy.
Yeah, it does.
Truck up here and cut the AC on.
Yep. Sit inside the truck and cut grass. Sliding.
That's the worst that could ever happen is the machine might slide a little bit, and get some soft ground or some really dry ground, but it's never going to flip over.
That's a 1-to-1 right there, but that with those wide tracks, like you say, all she's going to do is just slide.
It's just going to slide a little bit.
40%.
40 degree slope, we go all the way up to 50.
Wow.
So we could go 10 more degrees than that, which is absolutely insane to me.
That's nuts. And the great thing too now, y'all, we could come back and seed some love grass, which that's what's growing up on the hill. But now that we've got all this vegetative stuff cut down, creating like a germination blanket, we could spread out whatever kind of seed we wanted to and get good germination and get even better coverage of stuff that we want to grow, which is not the pine trees, but we could get a nice stand of grass out here and then maintain it with our little mower. I am very proud to say and officially announce we are now the proud owners of this property right next to the landfill, which includes what you've probably seen in some past videos and drone footage, this beautiful hayfield right here. This property slopes down, goes to some really neat sheds, a pond. So now would be a great time to hit that notifications bell, because I promise you I'm going to take you down there and show you this property. We're super excited to have it. It's about 70 acres that we can now incorporate the businesses into if we choose. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it just yet, but y'all stay tuned and you'll find out. Ain't this field beautiful, you guys?
Man, this is going to be nice.
It is going to be nice. We're super excited to now own it, but yeah, I think the little RC mower is going to do some work out here. We've also got all these wild plums up here, which a bush hog may handle, but as we were talking earlier, let me show you guys this tree up here. This is some gnarly stuff up in here, and these Bradford pears, if you've seen any of the local news, these Bradford pears are spitting off these baby invasive pears that have huge thorns on them. That's it right there, jutting up in the middle, and these things are growing up all along the interstates, just everywhere. Birds are spreading the seeds. With those thorns, you can't even run a rubber tire machine on it, so you have to have something with track. This little jewel would be perfect for the job. And so now what we're gonna do, Aaron and Brandon are on top of the landfill, I don't know, a good 500 feet away, driving the RC mower out here in the hayfield. That is cool, man.
And think about that, you know, now with your safety, we bring into the safety aspect, your sheer cliffs, anything like that, nobody's in danger.
No, nobody.
You roll the machine off the hill.
Only the machine's in danger, and if you roll it off, you winch it back up and go back to work. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, he's cutting with it too.
All right, cool.
So we're out here in this open hayfield, and we ended up dropping the deck down. As you can see, that cut is just absolutely beautiful. He's up there on that hill carving some kind of word up in this hayfield, so we'll see how that turns out.
That's unreal. I think we need it. All right, I think it's my turn. Everybody else got to run it, and all I did was film. Now I want to play with it. So that'll take the parking brake off.
Yes, sir. And when that light bar is spinning, your parking brake's off. Okay. So you're free to go on here. And then you got a blade switch down here. Put your blades on. Okay. Take off.
That's easy, man.
It's super simple.
They don't even care.
Oh no.
And I don't even have it up at full speed. Hey, Brandon, I want one of these for Christmas, okay?
I'll put it on the list.
That is so awesome. Yeah, this ain't work at all, guys. This is just fun.
It gets real good when you sit in that AC in that
yeah. Dude, this thing is just amazing. It turns so easy, too. It's like a bulldozer with a bush hog on it. Brandon, we should have invited Dad up. I think if Dad would have seen this, we might get to keep it. Might get to get it before Christmas.
I know.
I better stop talking to you and watch where I'm going.
That thing don't care.
It don't. Easy to drive, man. I could do this all day. Then if you want to just turn your blades off, it'll do it by itself.
15 seconds for little auto self down.
That's unreal. I love it. We need it. I'm still just blown away, man. That is some thick junk. This stuff, the thing just goes through it with ease.
It makes it too easy.
It's incredible. Now tell me about some safety sensors y'all said were on here. So it knows if people are in front of it and it'll turn itself off.
So that's for our autonomous mowers.
Okay, the autonomous one. So y'all have some that actually, we could drive around this whole hayfield, map it out, and then just hit a button and you've got a lawnmower that will just go and cut the whole thing while you sit at home.
You ride the perimeter one time and it lays the most time efficient cutout on a plan and you just press go and it'll take off.
Man, I feel like we're in the Jetsons or something.
That's
that
more
is
so for your big wide open landscapes, finishing, cutting.
Gotcha, like this hayfield.
Yep, exactly.
Wow,
perfect.
Very cool.
So it's kind of some of the features about it. It's hydro drive tracks, so it's hydraulics. You got a belt driven deck and your hydros. You got a Vanguard 40 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor.
Yep.
It's 5 quarts in this tank. This is an oil guard by Vanguard. So you got a 500-hour oil service on this unit.
Oh, nice.
So it kind of makes it one of the simple aspects of it.
Yeah, and everything's obviously super accessible too to get to it for service and maintenance.
100%. I mean, they make beefed up. This is the new improved version. So this is the Gen 5. They have some older generations.
Yep.
And it's higher clearance on your frame.
This one's the latest and the greatest though.
That's it.
Gen 5. Okay.
Yes, sir. And they do great for stuff up here, but cutting your fire breaks, wetland areas.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about fire breaks.
Yes, sir. So you got 2.2 pounds per square inch on this unit, and the whole thing weighs 1850.
Wow.
So
that's incredible. So it can go just about anywhere.
Yes, sir. I've had it in some pretty rough stuff where you sink up to your shin and it'll just
go right across
right on top of it.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't think about fire breaks and swamp applications, but
I mean ponds as well. You can drop a track on the edge of that pond and get really close without having to go on the edge of the weed eater.
Beautiful.
And another one of the simple features of it, it's all sealed bearings. You got 2 grease points, one right here and one on the other side, and that's just for your drive for the tracks.
Okay.
And just make it super simple.
Easy.
While we're down here, you got neutral switches. So all you do is pick this up and push it in, and it'll put it in neutral for your drive tracks in case you have a actuator go out or something. Something out of
if you go down,
happens.
you can move her easily.
You're not stuck. You're not dead dragging.
And you don't have to go pull planetary gears and all that stuff. So
that's right.
Easy tow mode.
Yes, sir.
RC Mowers, they have unbelievable customer support team. There's a number right here. If you're ever having an issue in the field, they can easily tap into the machines. They can through your phone, they can tap into the machine and they can diagnose the issue. Whether it's a recalibration or something simple like that, they can just diagnose it and fix it right there in the field.
Remotely.
Yes, sir.
Right on that little
Beautiful.
The machine itself throws a Wi-Fi signal off.
Yeah.
And so you can tap into it, you can adjust your tracks, you can go through the whole histogram. I mean, everything on the machine is adjustable.
That's amazing.
That goes back to one of the things that RC Mowers, they make their software and their hardware. They don't piggyback off any other company.
Okay.
So they know the ins and outs of these machines, I mean, through and through.
From the ground up, literally.
Yes, sir.
All the way down to electronics.
Service. They can talk you through anything from, from front to back.
Fantastic, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, thank y'all so much, Mr. Ryder.
Thank you for having us out.
I appreciate you, Mr. Bynum. Thank you,
sir.
guys.
Appreciate
and
it.
I'm gonna show this video to Dad and see if he'll buy it for me.
Yes, sir. We had a good time today. I appreciate you letting us come out and show you the machine.
Glad y'all came down. Guys, appreciate you watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. Drop a comment and tell Dad that we need it, and we'll see you on the next video.
If you are interested in learning more about these machines, we're through JetVac. We deal and service these things throughout the Southeast. You can go on our website, just search JetVac equipment. Through that site, you can be put in contact with a local sales rep, and then we can schedule a live demonstration. We can actually come out on site and run one of these machines. You can test it out, see how it might better serve your business. And if you're not in the Southeast, you can go on RC Mowers website, and they'll put you into contact with their local dealer. So y'all come check us out. JetVac equipment.